How do you choose yourself when your whole life you've spent putting others first? Hi, welcome to Illuminate Your Life, where we are here to shine your light. I'm Julie Deanne. The reason that I wanted to come on here today and talk about this very important topic is that a lot of people like to tell you that if you choose yourself and you choose what you want out of life, you're being selfish. And the truth is, yes, but your definition of selfish is not what we've been taught to believe. You're being selfish from the standpoint that you are now understanding each one of us is here to shine our own light. And you can only do that by putting yourself first, choosing what it is that you want to do and doing that to the fullest. Because when you do that to the fullest, you show up differently. Your energy grows and expands. You're happier. You come up with better ideas. And when you're happier, you radiate that out. You treat others better. So doing what you love, doing what you want to do, you're able to actually give more and serve others in a better way. You know, you think about it. If you're not feeling well or you're not feeling very aligned or calm and you go somewhere and you feel awkward, your interactions also tend to feel a little awkward, right? People can sense that. And think about when you go somewhere and you feel really excited, really good, really happy, you're really looking forward to it. You usually have magical interactions, right? You meet people that you just click with right away and things just seem to flow. It's all about energy. So I haven't been doing a lot of videos the past few weeks because I've been going within. I've been taking time out, going on vacation, just taking a lot of time to just enjoy the power of the pause and actually start to embody what I teach, what I preach, practicing what I preach, right? Practicing what it is that I coach, the power of the pause. And when you take time to go within, to integrate your experiences, to ask yourself what it is that I love, what it is that lights me up, and then start to make decisions to follow those lines, right? You actually start to live with more flow. You live in more alignment, and life is much more magical. And so I'm learning how to do that myself. And like I said, that's what I coach. So how do we start to choose ourselves? It starts with exactly what I'm saying. Taking time to pause and reflect. Reflect on the interactions that you've had, on the things that made you feel good, why they made you feel good, and starting to do more things that do make you feel good, and then reflecting on the things that didn't feel so good, or things that were awkward, things that you don't like. And here's the key. When you take time to identify it, awareness is the first step, right? Then you can ask yourself, well, what is it that I do want? And make that decision, make the declaration, actually write it down. Writing it, journaling it is very powerful. Speaking it out loud. I talk to myself all the time. I have ever since I was little, and here's the secret. Everybody does. As we grow up, society tries to tell you, oh, you're crazy if you talk to yourself. No. It's a way of you communing with yourself, with all parts of yourself, all ages and stages and all dimensions of yourself, right? We live in a multi-dimensional universe. And oftentimes we gain the greatest insights by conversing within ourselves, with our own self. This is why journaling is so powerful, because when you write things down and then you can read it and look at it, you're reflecting back to yourself what is in your inner state, and then you're able to process it. So it's almost like having a conversation with someone where they are talking and reflecting back to you what you're saying, but now you're doing it with yourself, and you don't need anybody else to help you do that. Now, of course, having relationships and conversations with people is very catalyzing and is very intellectually stimulating, can be very fun, and there's a place for that. But there's also this place where you need to take the time within, the solitary time, to commune and converse within yourself and with yourself. So talking out loud to yourself is actually very powerful. And when you ask yourself, okay, I don't like this, or this happened, I don't like that, what would I have preferred to have happened, or what would I prefer? I prefer that my relationships are harmonious, that people are kind, that people are helpful. So you make a statement, and you start to say that statement. And this is where the power of affirmations really comes in, right? First, it's the key is awareness. So you choose to be aware of what's going on in your life, what you like, what you don't like. And then you take your power back. You choose yourself by saying, okay, I don't like this thing that's been going on in my life for my whole life. I am now deciding, right now, from this moment, to change it. And whether you have the physical power to actually change, let's just say you don't like certain interactions that are happening within your family dynamic, and maybe you're not old enough, or maybe you're not, it's not possible for you to leave right now, which, again, there's a whole nother conversation on that. Leaving isn't always the best option. Sometimes it is. But what you can do is choosing your thoughts. Remember, the one thing you always have the power to do is choose how you think. And when you change how you think, you change your thoughts, then you change how you feel, and that changes your reality. It may not be immediate, but within you immediately, there is an immediate difference that will over time be reflected in your outer world. So you decide, hey, I don't like it that I'm always arguing with my sister. You know what? I'm deciding from this moment, no more. I'm not going to be an arguer. I will state my case, but with kindness. And so you monitor your own behavior. And when something happens and you catch yourself, you stop and you say, okay, redo, or you just decide, okay, I'm going to go back, I'm going to make amends, I'm going to apologize, and I'm going to state this instead. You start changing your behavior. When you do that, you will start to see the outer world will start to reflect. Either those people, those situations will just go out of your life, or they will transform before your very eyes, and things will get better. And I do know this from experience. I've done it. I continue to do it every day. I'm now starting to go into my life and I'm actually starting to cherry pick certain things within my life that I would like to improve, or I would like to change or get rid of. In the beginning, though, you just pick something. Choose yourself. Choose what it is that you want. And then speak up about it in a kind way. And, of course, always, you don't ever want to choose or try to do anything that is harmful or hurtful to others. You're simply choosing within what it is that will make you feel happier, more aligned, being able to live the life that you want to live without hurting others. Now, I can't say that you can't always hurt their feelings, but that's their choice. Remember, how you choose to feel is your choice. How you choose to feel is your business and nobody else's. And how they feel is not your business either. Whether they like you or not, that's not your business. They have the right to choose to think their opinion, right? How they want to feel. And they can change that, and so can you. So I know that this message today isn't for everybody. Not everybody's going to like this. And you know what? That's something else that I'm owning. I choose me. And I choose to say, that's all right. You are welcome to your opinion. You are welcome to believe that this doesn't work for you, and that's fine. But I believe that it does, and I know from my own experience that it does work, that this is how my reality shifts for me. And so I invite you to try the same. And maybe you can chime on here later. How is it that you choose to change your life? What are the things that you're doing? What are you going to start with right now to start shifting? How are you going to experiment with this? And have fun with it. Life really is the game of life. These are the rules for how to play and how to be successful in the game of life. I mean, yeah, life is serious. Sometimes life can be very serious. But when you pan back out, right, and you come back up to the bigger picture, we're all here to just create and live and have fun. Enjoy life. That's why we're here. We're here to have fun. So if you're not having fun, then really, what is the point? nobody's here on earth to not have fun. Nobody's here to struggle and strive and have to work hard. No, we are here to be alive and thrive. And that's what it's all about. So, chime in. What is it that you're struggling with, or what is it that you're changing, and what tips and techniques have you learned that you would like to share with others? I'd love to hear. All right, everybody, be luminous, and thanks for watching.